Hi, I'm Stephen Zemanek. I was born in California and spent the majority of my formative years in Santa Cruz, a beach community that really has marked my style of dress and a lot of my personality even to this day. Raised in a great family, and had a wonderful life, and yet something inside of me was missing. I don't really know how to describe it, so I'm not going to try. It's just a sense that there was something more. And I did like most people I know, and I tried to fill my life with everything under the sun. Working at the beach, friends, activities, all kinds of anything and everything to fill my life. Some of them were pluses and some minuses, and a lot of the things I put into my life I would have been a lot better off if I hadn't have done it at all. In fact, I'd found myself addicted to drugs and alcohol at a very young age, and my life was still empty. In fact, what I'd ended up doing was numbing the fact that something was missing because I'd given up on trying to fill whatever it is that was missing. Once in Vallejo, California, when I was staying with my aunt and my cousins, I went to church. In fact, the odd little quirk about me is all of that time, when I was drugged up and full of alcohol, I never did miss church every Sunday and every Wednesday. I know, it's weird, but that's the way life was for me. On this particular occasion, living in Vallejo, I went to a church on this Wednesday night on July 13th, 1983. Sam Huddleston was the minister that night, and he was talking about something to do with God. I'm not really sure what it was, because I wasn't paying much of attention until he said something like this. He said, if you're living your life under a mask, if you're pretending like everything's great, but inside you know it's not, if everybody thinks you've really got it together, but you know you don't have it together at all, he said, you need to come meet Jesus and let Jesus put your life together. Something along those lines. I wasn't really sure if God even existed. Something inside of me just moved me to give it a shot. And so I got up from the fourth seat in, the fourth row back, made my way to the front and prayed something along the lines of, God, if you're real, I give my life to you. The good, the bad, all of it, take it. I figured if God wasn't real, it didn't matter. But if he was real, I really needed him. Well, that's been over 20 years now, and I can assure you, as a matter of fact, God is real, and Jesus does change the lives of those of us who trust him. My life isn't perfect, and I'm still a mess. In fact, I still have health problems to this day because of the lifestyles that I lived. But what I have found is that missing component. What was missing in my life was the realization that I could have a genuine relationship with Jesus. Now don't get messed up here. I'm not talking about a religion or joining a church group or wearing a tie everywhere. I mean a real relationship where everything is okay. On the worst days of my life, there's this sense inside of me that, you know what, it's going to be all right because Jesus has it under control. I'm married now, and I have 3 great kids, lots of friends. I live a good life, and I can give all the credit to the fact that I met a real man named Jesus who loved me the way I was, all messed up, and didn't expect me to be anything than what I was. And when I gave my life to him, he took it. And now that I have this relationship with him, that sounds weird if you don't know him, but I really do talk to him. I'll tell him about my day. I'll tell him what my problems are. I'll sit and listen and wait for him to give me advice. And when I read his Bible, I find all kinds of great advice for living. He's changed my life. If you don't know Jesus, I want to encourage you to get a Bible. If you don't have one, steal your neighbor's and open it up to the first 4 books in the New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the historical accounts of Jesus' life. And read for yourself. Hear what Jesus was like. I challenge you, just check it out. Because if you give your life to Jesus, it won't be perfect. But man, is it going to be good. If you need some help with this stuff or have questions, just contact me. You can get me on Facebook, or you can check me out on the church that I get to be the pastor of. We have got a website. It's praiseagonline.org, and I've got an email there. Or if you don't want to do all that, I've got an email address of my own. It's Dr. Stephen, Stephen, Zemanek, Zemanek, @gmail.com. Whatever you do, don't let those people who pretend to be Christians and aren't throw you off. Jesus is real. Man, he'll change your life. Talk to you soon.